How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the corner. My name is Rob and I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope everyone's doing awesome. Hope everyone's staying safe. So if you guys watched my last setup tour video, you would see that I have more mice and keyboards than somebody with a single PC setup absolutely needs. So that got me thinking, why not buy more mice and put them up against each other and see that if a more expensive mouse will help improve your gameplay over a cheaper version of a mouse, over a budget mouse. So that's what I did. I went online, bought a few more mouse, and put 5 mice to the test to see if the more expensive mouse will outperform a better one. So in this video, let's take a look at the results. So let me go over the mice that I am testing in the video today. So ranging from $14, as I mentioned, all the way up to 200 Canadian loonies. At $14, we have the VersionTECH Gaming mouse. Don't expect anything fancy at this price point. It comes in a plain brown box. You have RGB lighting on it and a braided cable, which for 14 bucks is not that bad. The mouse feels extremely lightweight, but not in the way you want it to feel lightweight. It just feels lightweight as if like it's missing pieces or something inside. It just feels very cheap, but it is cheap, 14 bucks, can't go wrong. At $25, we have the Pictek gaming mouse. So it doesn't have a braided cable, it has a rubber cable, which totally fine. Sometimes it doesn't catch your desk better that way, but it's a very stiff cable, very basic mouse, and it has the most sensitive lift-off sensor that any mouse should have at any price point. In third place, we have the $40 Delux M700 67 gram lightweight gaming mouse. And the best way to describe this mouse is this is a budget Model O mouse. It has a very similar lightweight cable, the white mouse feet, the black honeycomb shape, ambidextrous design. It really reminds me of the Model O. And for the price, I was very surprised by the feel and look of this mouse. And the packaging wasn't that bad. Now, the last 2 mouse I used in this test are my current endgame and the one I used to use before that. So in the 4th most expensive at $100 Canadian, we have the G-Wolf Skoll. Now, I did a review on this mouse as well in the past. I love this mouse. It's probably my favorite ergonomic, or one of my favorite ergonomic wired mice out there, and we'll see how it performs in the test compared to the other ones. And then finally, at $200 at the highest price point, we have the Razer Viper Ultimate, which I also did a video on in the past as a review. So the way I'm conducting this test is I'm going to take each mouse, go into Valorant, go into the practice range, set it to hard mode. I'm going to do 5 rounds with each mouse, switch to the next mouse. Once I do 5 rounds with all 5 of the mice, I'm going to restart with another 5 rounds for each, take the average kills over the last 10 rounds with each mouse and see which one I get a better score with. So let's go over the results quickly. In last place, you would think it'd be the cheapest gaming mouse, but it's not. It's actually the $25 Pictek gaming mouse. I don't know why, but I could not find my groove with this mouse. The liftoff was so sensitive that anytime I would do a flick, it would either undershoot or overshoot, and there was no acceleration or anything like that. So it just wasn't comfortable for me. I just couldn't find my groove in it. And over the 10 rounds with this mouse, I averaged 8.9 kills. In 4th place, we have the VersionTECH, the $14 mouse, the cheapest one on the list. This mouse felt, like I said, very cheap at $14, and it was just wildly inconsistent. So I was able to average 9.7 kills over the 10 rounds, but it wasn't a 9.7 or a 9 and a 10 consistently. There was rounds of 12, 13, there was rounds of 4 and 5. So it was just highly inconsistent and very frustrating to use this mouse. But at $14, it performed better than a $25 mouse, and it was okay for the price point. In 3rd place, this one's interesting. We have the $40 Delux M700. I averaged 10.5 kills per round with this mouse. And the reason why I'm going to say it's surprising is because in 2nd place, we have the G-Wolf Skoll, which was actually the mouse I used for a while before my current mouse. And with the G-Wolf Skoll, I averaged 10.8 kills over the 10 round. So only 0.3 kills better than a $40 mouse, And now in 1st place, we have the Razer Viper Ultimate. Now, yes, this mouse performed the best at an average of 13 kills over 10 rounds. But it's also the current mouse I'm using at the current DPI I'm using, so I'm the most comfortable with it now. Due to muscle memory, it was just the easiest one for me to use. The Razer Viper Ultimate is in here as the most expensive mouse, but it's also not fair to say it performed the best because it's the most expensive mouse. I think it performed the best because I'm just used to it right now at this point. But either way, to go back to the initial question, will a more expensive mouse perform better in game? Will it make you a better player? And the answer is yes and no. That being, if you have a $9 mouse, a no-name mouse, a horrible sensor mouse you're using right now, and you opt for a more expensive mouse, it doesn't have to be a $200 one, but even a $30 or $40 mouse that's from a reputable brand with a decent sensor, then yes, you will see an improvement in your gameplay. But after that, the increase is very limited by the dollar you're going to spend. So you're not going to get the value you're going to spend on a mouse in-game. The $100 G-Wolf Skoll barely outperformed the $40 M700. And the Razer Viper Ultimate at $200 is not going to perform twice as good as the $100 Skoll. So it's all about you and how you practice to get better. It's the same like anything else, and it comes down to the old analogy. It's not the arrow, it's the Indian. It's the person shooting the arrow. It's the person using the equipment. If you give a $20 mouse to Shroud, Wardell, Hiko, any pro, they're going to perform better than me with a $200 mouse. So it's all about practice and getting better with the equipment you have. At a certain point, yes, the equipment does make a difference, but once you get a certain level, you're going to hit your ceiling. It's all about practicing with it, and that's how you're going to get better with it. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Let me know if this was something that you enjoyed. Any comments, questions, or concerns down below, and I'll try and answer as best as I can. So that'll do it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.